Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Interstellar Transport Company, episode 4 for our series here. Let's get started. I've got a few things to go over. First big thing is that the developers have been releasing lots of patches and whatnot, preparing the game for the early access release coming up this week, so that's fantastic. And on top of that, I also did a stream a few days ago, and I learned a lot about the game. One big thing is that as of now, and I'm not sure if it's been changed, it hasn't, as of now, Venus is pretty much worthless because you can't build anything on it. See, there's no building slots. So we couldn't mine the rare resources from Venus even if we wanted to. That's originally why I subsidized it to be colonized, is I wanted those rare resources to produce machinery. But can't do that because you can't build rare resource mines on Venus. Speaking of machinery, another thing that happened was machinery got nerfed because the developer literally watched me pretty much run away with the game when I was using machinery as a tactic to get fast income, and he went ahead and he cut that back a little bit so it wasn't as powerful as it was. So there's that. Sorry guys, I ruined that for you all right out the bat. But what else is there? Well, the other thing is that I've actually been playing on this game a little bit. I did record some, but for whatever reason my computer had some issues and I lost the footage, so you guys didn't miss all too much. Basically the only things were that the stuff I just explained. I did change some routes around a bit. I got rid of some ships and routes that weren't very profitable. I built a few new ships that you'll see here, and you'll see some ships that are heading to some different places. And that is because I subsidized colonization for the moons around Saturn. Now the reason I did this is because I'm going for that sweet dilithium crystal and the dilithium fuel. So how am I doing that? Well, here's the thing. Titan has tons of dilithium crystal, okay? I believe this is where the dilithium crystal is. Yeah, 98.21%. So you can see that I've subsidized it. I've already pretty much bought out every single gate except for one. And all I need to do now is build the dilithium crystal, whatever it is. I can't do it yet, it looks like, but the actual building that mines dilithium crystals. So I've got to build that. And then once I get that built, we're going to go over here on this moon. And you can see I've already bought a gate here as well. Actually, 2 gates. And we're going to build the building that turns dilithium fuel into, or dilithium crystal into dilithium fuel. So why am I doing it that way? Well, the reason being is because I can build ships that will transport crystals from Titan to Ray here, or Ra, or whatever you want to call it. So if I had just mined it and turned it into fuel on Titan, I would only get paid once moving it from Titan to Earth, which is where I'm gonna transport all the fuel. But if I want to get paid extra, then I build the refineries here, and then this planet all of a sudden gets a demand for dilithium crystal because it has refineries. So I move the crystals from Titan right over to this moon, and I get paid for that. Then from Ra there over to Earth, and I get paid for that. So that's kind of why I'm doing it that way. Now, I'm not sure. I did see that the buildings weren't available, which is somewhat new to me. Usually they're always available. I did put offices on these buildings simply to make sure I maintained a small level of reputation with these planets. Let me go ahead and take a look and see if that's normal, because I don't feel like it is. Where are we? Okay. And the best way to find that out probably will be to zoom in on Mars and see what we've got. Yeah, see, I can't build it here either. So I imagine what they ended up doing is making it so that... Okay, so dilithium fuel is used for ships that have FTL, which you usually don't acquire, from what I understand, what the developers have mentioned, you don't acquire until like 2070, so they probably cut dilithium refinery and dilithium mining buildings till you actually get FTL tech, which is kind of sad, really, because now I can't prep those moons before I get the tech. So these ships here, okay, we can start this one. In fact, we can start all those there. So we'll see. They're not making any profit, and they're probably not going to. But like I said, I changed a lot of these routes around to try and balance them. Try and balance them into producing profit. But that still doesn't mean I'm not hurting here. Look at that finances, I'm sure, or actually reports. I'm sure I've fallen ridiculously behind. And shockingly, I'm staying somewhat caught up. So, what ships can I mess with? Got these guys. This one transporting to Luna, producing 20,000. That's pretty good. Why don't we order 2 duplicate ships just like that one? Maybe. Did I order the wrong ship? Let me try that again. I want 2 of the Earth Luna Express. Yep. And order 1 more. Okay, perfect. It cost me a lot there, but if we actually hover over it, we can see. Well, I was gonna see if we could see lifetime profit, and it's probably a lot, but it's not. Well, we're gonna hope that they make their money back. That hasn't made very much money back. Obviously, those ones have, but that was back when machinery was worth a lot. It's not anymore. So all in all, we're kind of hurting. A lot of these ships aren't really making their money back. Other resources I can move around then. What's Luna need? Basically just water. Other than that, it's pretty good on everything else. So it's not even worth transporting anything to Luna. Venus needs water, and even though we can't build buildings there. What about Mercury? Water and machinery. Okay, we could do ships to Mercury. I don't see why not. I see we're going broke here as everything stops making money. Okay, let's pause the game real quick and do a route, right? So we're going to do a new route from Earth to Mercury. And it's going to be just like our Earth to Luna machine route, right? But a little bit different. It's just moving machinery from Earth. And then it'll pick up raw materials, maybe? Yeah, raw materials, and bring it back to Earth. Earth don't really need a whole lot of raw materials, but it wouldn't hurt. That's what these are set up for, right? No, they're actually set up. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Boy, those are going to not make any money for me. I may have to switch this around a little bit. Okay, but these are the ones I'm talking about. And here's one here. Because these aren't making any money. Okay, these ships just need to be completely sold off, and I need to make new ones is what I need to do. Okay, let's sell these. Yeah, they're making a little money, but not really. So we're going to sell those off. We may sell a bunch of these too. Here's a bunch of them. that aren't doing us any good. Let's just sell them. Okay, and then we're gonna buy some. We need one that can carry raw materials and machinery. And it doesn't cost us an arm and a leg. It's too much. I'm gonna have to go... Oh, here, what's this? This is new. That's new too. What's the... Oh, it's fast. It's really fast. It's really fast. Okay, let's see if this can make us some money. Let's see if that can do anything, right? This can be my Earth to Mercury. Oh, spaceports are too small. Okay. It is. But not if I upgrade it and buy one. Okay, let's finish the route. Okay, what's this? Delete. Earth Mercury. Okay, so on Earth, picking up raw material, picking up machinery. We're gonna put none for raw material. Make sure we got the lithium crystal to none, right? And then on Mercury, I don't want to pick up machinery or the lithium crystal, but I do want to pick up raw material. And we'll put down machinery. Raw material. And let's get the ships built. We're going to go with those fast ones and see how they do. This isn't really like the kind of route that needs to move a lot anyways. It would be more beneficial for quicker transfer. We'll get 4 of them and see how they do. Okay, we're going to unpause the game and let them build. I'm really counting on these freaking ships, okay? I'm really counting on these ships. If these don't work, I'm gonna go broke. And then that's gonna be game over. Boy, they are quick though. I'm just waiting a few days before I do the big unload. So far they're not making any money. These two can be sold. Earth Luna Express. No, I kind of want those. They're not making money. They're not making any money. They're passenger ships. I'm okay eating a little bit of money, but not this month. Not this much. None of these are making any money. The Earth to Mars is a little bit. So Luna don't need any more people, but what about Mercury? A little bit. Venus, a little bit. Europa, a little bit. Okay, let's do... Boy, I guess we can do... It's not Europa, it's Mars. I guess we could do Mercury. Luna doesn't... Yeah, Luna's pretty good. Okay, that means I need to make another route. It's going to be an Earth to Mercury route. But it's just going to be for passengers. Express! It's not right. Obviously. Express. And, we're going to alter ticket prices, right? For passengers arriving at Mercury. 210, just up it a little bit, 225, 297. Okay, and let's change those ships around. Earth Luna Express. See if that helps. Too small. Ugh. Okay, well, we'll wait and see. First, we're gonna wait and see if these start producing any income. So far, I'm not very confident. Does Earth even have... Okay, I gotta sell something or I'm gonna go broke here. This is breaking my bank. Sell the older one. Okay, those ships are bringing supplies to Mercury, but it ain't producing a profit yet. They're all going pretty far in the hole. I don't know why. I must have done something wrong. Let me see when they come back. Okay, they're not delivering raw material back. That's part of the problem. So it's turning into a one-way trip back and forth. So none of these are producing anything. Do I not have raw material here? Very, very small supply of it. Very small. Eventually that'll go up, but it's very small right now. Which means here shortly none of my ships are going to make any money. Because these are producing nothing. There's a huge demand for water on Venus. I wonder if I could take advantage of that. I know I can. These Titan ones are not doing any good for me right now. Might switch all these over. They can carry water and food. So I can switch them over to be doing that. Because right now this isn't going to help me anymore. At one point it was. Even though I can't build on Venus, the fact that I could still bring water there and make a profit might be worth it. Do I have any Venus route already? This is messed up. I gotta reopen it. Now, sometimes it doubles up some of these or messes it up. Let's do Earth to Venus, and it's gonna be strictly food, water, stuff like that. Obviously, if I'm bringing it to Venus, I don't want to be picking it back up. That doesn't really matter because it can't produce it. Okay, let's do that and see if we can... Oh, we should change that though. We'll just do that. We're going to change a bunch of these ships over to that. The ones that are just... These ones here are just not doing anything for us. And they're going to be worth... I mean, they're not making any money. So we're going to do this and see if it helps. Too small. Looks like a pretty big spaceport to me. Huh. It's a problem. I don't have the money to upgrade that. Here's what we're going to do then. We're going to buy ourselves some time by selling these ships. Some of them are worth selling. We'll keep the other ones just for the... Actually, we're going to have to upgrade the spaceport. Just for the sake of having the money. Let's see if we can do it now. We can. Okay, so now we're going to send all of these here. We're going to see if that balances us out. All I need to see is I need to start seeing a profit. Right now we got way too many ships eating up money. So I'm glad this is happening though, because now it's starting to feel like a challenge. This is the challenge I was waiting for. See, that one's already producing profit. That's a good thing. And Venus is getting real close, which is why I'm kind of happy that we switched it around, because Venus is going to pass by here, so now's a chance for us to maybe kind of bounce around a little bit. Come back around. We'll see. I can already see these guys are kind of starting to... Seeing things are starting to get a little fixed. These aren't producing any money at all. Not really sure why. They're moving machinery, which I would imagine... But they're not moving raw resource back the other way, which is probably part of the problem. That ship's actually producing some money. I don't have enough cash for another one, huh? So this one hasn't even really technically paid itself back. These were clearly a mistake. I'm probably going to sell them. Because they're not working. Okay, I'm going to have to figure something else out. We're going to have to go small time. Try to bounce around. I still can't see these making any profit. Oh crap, that's why they're not making profit. Because these ships were all locked into going here, so that's what they're gonna finish doing. I'm better off selling these ones then. Okay, where's this one? Oh holy crap, they're all freaking... Okay, well I've got... two of them coming back, two of them going. At this point, it would almost be better to... I hate to say it, but it'd almost be better to sell all four of these and start over. It just would. It's no point in doing it like that. I could purchase new ships that'll be more convenient than what I was doing there. Let me see if I can make money doing it. Well, no, you know what it is? It's fuel usage. If these things just burn some freaking fuel. Okay, these are really expensive, but they hold so much. If I could go like that, I can hold a ton of liquid food. But I want to bring raw materials back, right? Oops. Maybe? I need to look again. They need machinery and water. Okay. Okay, let's do it like this then. I don't know if I want to do this one. I could do this one here. Well, I could do one of these and see how it does. They need machinery and water. What if I just did a one-way trip, not bringing anything back? So I just brought machinery and water. Let's set that up like that. order just one of them, and that'll give us a little bit of time to see how it does. If it does well, then we consider buying a few more. It's quick. I'll give it that. Compared to our other slow boating ships, it's definitely quick. So I want to see, because if it's that fast and it can drop stuff off real quick and produce some money, then that'll be good. And they need machinery and water, so how much is that going to turn over? 16,000. That's a little bit better. Okay, so I want you to order 4 of those on duplicate. There we go. So we're going to leave it off here with some good news. Yeah, basically just had to completely break down my company and rebuild it. And a lot of that's just because as the developers change a lot of things as they get ready for the release here, certain things stop working and certain things work better. And so just completely gutting my company and rebuilding from the ground up is kind of what I needed to do. But hey, that was a lot of fun actually, and I enjoyed trying to take on that challenge. So we'll go ahead and we'll build up a bunch of these. That'll help us with Mercury for a bit, make some money that is, and then we're going to have to look at where the next profit is to be made. However, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.